Algebra 2, Module 3, Lesson 7. Loggerhead turtles reproduce every 2 to 4 years, laying approximately 120 eggs in a clutch. Using this information, we can derive an approximate equation to model the turtle population. As is often the case in biological studies, we will count only the female turtles. If we start with a population of one female turtle in a protected area and assume that all turtles survive, we can roughly approximate the population of female turtles by T, or turtles for time, is equal to 5 to the T power. Use the method of the example to find the number of years, Y, it will take for the model to predict that there will be 300 female turtles. Give your answer to 2 decimal places. Okay, so remember when we squeezed everything down to a decimal for the exponents? That's what we're going to be doing here. Now, we got to start with the very first. Where are we going to start at to try and get 300 eggs with 5T? What's that going to be? What is that going to give us to be in between? Well, what's 5 squared? 25. What's 5 cubed? 25 times 5 is 125, right? What's 5 to the 4th power? 125 times 5 is something greater than 300, right? So we know that it's going to be between 5 cubed. So it's going to be greater than 5 cubed, but less than 5 to the 4th. All right, so now we got it narrowed down. Now we can start with our decimals, right? So now we can start with 5, 3.1. All right, because we know it's going to be in between. I normally don't just start at 3.1 because if it's between 3.8, that's a long way to go, right? So I would just go ahead and start with 3.5 and try that. So you're going to have to get your calculator and say 5 to the 3.5 is 279. Well, let's see what 3.6 is now. 5 to the 3.6. Okay, we lucked out there. 5 to the 3.6 is equal to 328. Now we're trying to get 300, right? So I know that it's got to be 3.5 something, right? Because it's in between 3.5 and 3.6. So once again, I'm going to start with I'm going to start with 5 to the 3.5, and I'm going to go ahead and put 5 here. I don't want to start at 1 because, like I said, if it's 3.58, I've got a long way to go before I get there. So I'm just going to go ahead and try 3.55 and see what happens. 3.55. That gives me 302. So I'm a little high there. So I got to go back down. Let's go 3.54. There we go. 3.54 is equal to 298. Now, it said we had to go to, didn't it say just 2 decimal places? So that would be 2 decimal places, right? We would say that it's approximately I would probably go with 3.54. I would stay below it there. So T would equal approximately 3.54. We could keep going and say 3.54. Let's just plug in 5 again just to see what that gives us. That's 300 on the dot. 300.5. So it's a little bit above. Let's see what 5 to 3.544 says. That's 300.01. 300. So I would probably say it's approximately 3.544. Okay. All we did was squeeze it down just to get it even closer and even closer and even closer. Everybody see what we did there?